Seema Sharma, TNN, updated February 4, 2019, 9:15 ISTNational Green Tribunal Chandigarh. Environmental laws and policies in India had been diluted and there was no law on renewable energy, so people still relied on the old Electricity Act, said Supreme Court advocate Sanjay Upadhyaya, who has fought several legal battles on these issues. Groundwater extraction had been made easy with payment of small fee for anybody by the National Green Tribunal in recent past, he claimed, adding that in place of a battery of 20 scientists and forest officials working as advisory group to the judges of NGT, only 2 scientists and foresters were doing all the work. Upadhyaya was speaking on the concluding day of the 4th International Dialogue on Himalayan Ecology on Sunday. Participating environmentalists and experts expressed concern over deterioration of biodiversity, especially springs. They emphasized on the need of preparing an economic model to mitigate the impact of climate change. Dialogue Highway Managing Trustee Devinder Sharma said, "Unless we have economic model for climate change, we will not be able to control global temperature." Economists have talked about as to how only 1% population of the U.S. is controlling the wealth of $36 trillion. It has been estimated that $40 trillion is required to eradicate poverty from the world. The finance is needed to facilitate better education and health, which will automatically raise awareness and measures and help control damaging climatic effects. He expressed concern that at present, GDP is augmented by destroying the natural resources and aggravating climatic impacts in India. There is a lot of hue and cry for compensating farmers while the country has spent 1.86 lakh rupees crore on annual economic stimulus package to the industries, started in 2008-09. As per NITI Aayog, 5% of GDP goes in giving tax concession to corporates, he said. Forests are cleared and diversified for commercial ventures like industries which create pollution and eliminate carbon sequestration. On the contrary, the standing forest is considered a loss. So, the only way out is to prepare an economic model for Himalayan ecology so that natural resources are not destroyed for financial gain, Sharma added. Director of Research at Kerala Agriculture University P. Indira Kumari talked about payment of ecosystem services to farmers. Delhi University Lalit Kumar also gave a presentation on the similar lines and talked about how Japanese government was rewarding farmers there for safeguarding the ecology and providing food in different ways. The experts also expressed concern over drying up of springs, which was resulting into less water in rivers and less groundwater recharge. This was going to aggravate the water crisis further in the coming times, they added. Former director of People Science Institute Ravi Chopra said, glacier contribution to the river water flow in river is less than 13%. Most of them are fed by springs. But more than 50% springs have dried up for various reasons, including landslides triggered by construction of dam. This has affected our groundwater recharge. India is the largest groundwater-consuming country in the world, where 80% water extracted is used for irrigation. According to NITI Aayog, there are 5 million springs across India, of which nearly 3 million are in the Indian Himalayan region alone. Over 200 million people in India depend on springs, out of which 50 million people are in the 12 states. Chopra said that springs were rapidly drying up for increasing demand for water, ecological degradation of the hills and unsustainable land use. He suggested that springs can be revived with technological intervention and community participation, where community must own a sense of ownership to maintain these springs. Or else we may face an acute water crisis which would also deepen the climate change impact, he warned. Out GIRF 2019 is live. Get flat 50% off at 6,000 restaurants. Sector 21 residents report inferior tiles, clouds, dense fog this week to hold mega encroachment drive.